Hi, Mom. Happy 80th birthday. We all know that the past couple of months have been really rough on you, and so we wanted to put something together to cheer you up and to let you know how much you are loved. When I think back on my life and the things that have brought me joy, I realize that they all center around you. And I wanted to take a moment and just share some of my favorite memories with you. Um, Going back to when we were young, I would say swim team. Uh, I know it was a lot of work for you to have four kids in swim team and corralling us up to make sure we reached our events on time, not to mention the volunteer commitment and getting up four cranky kids in the morning, making sure we went to practice. Um, it was a lot of work for you, I know that, and I just want to share that swim team was an important thing in my life and one of my best childhood memories. So thank you for all the work that you did to make sure that happened. Another thing is birthdays. Being a twin, obviously we shared a birthday, and you were really good about making sure that Deb and I used to or got to pick our own cakes. And I know that may not seem like a big deal, but it really was, and I still think of that today. So thank you for allowing us to have separate cakes. It was a big deal. Not only did you make us four daughters feel special, but you always made all the grandkids feel special too. You just have a way about it to bring joy to a room and make people feel happy, and that needs to be stated because that's what I think about when I think about you. Um, Another thing would be Halloween, and I know that you made most of our costumes, and that's impressive and took a lot of time. I do have a question though. Was it my idea to be a grandma one year, or was that me being indecisive and you chose for me? I don't know, but maybe it was foreshadowing. And then lastly, I would say that our trip to Mexico was one of the most meaningful memories as an adult. Uh, you know that I was going through a rough time during that trip, and you were very supportive, and we were able to have a great time despite what was going on in my life. And I especially remember the snorkeling trip. You were struggling to keep your face in the water and breathe, and you looked at me and you said, "I don't think I can do this." And I said, "Mom, trust me." And then I taught you how to breathe, and then you were able to do it, and we snorkeled for at least an hour, and it was a wonderful trip, and the snorkeling was amazing. So thanks for that trip because that means everything to me. And then lastly, I want to say one of my favorite memories as a childhood, probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but we were sitting at the kitchen table, I think all four of us, all four kids and you and Kiki were getting into an argument, and then you threw your cereal in her face. Now, I know Kiki doesn't think this is funny, and you probably don't either, but I was an innocent bystander, and I'm telling you, it was hysterical, and I still think of that today. But anyway, happy birthday, Mom.